Serratus anterior. The serratus anterior is located on the 1st and 8th rib on the front side of the body, right about here. So if you take your ball, you're going to be laying on it right around nipple height. Now, hopefully your nipple's not down here, so preferably right about here, below the armpit, inside from the lat, the latissimus dorsi, which is right here. So right around here, it's a 4 to 5 inch diameter you're going to be playing around with and exploring. Softball, lacrosse ball works, but use a towel if you're just starting out with this and you're not quite familiar with trigger pointing. Go slow, be safe, and then maybe take one layer off a towel until you're on the softball. But you can use a med ball. You don't have to use something so hard. In fact, I don't even put all my body weight into that, but you do want to try to relax into it, and then more importantly, you want to try to breathe into it and expand the rib cage. That's the main goal with the serratus anterior, especially is when we're trigger pointing it, we want to understand proper breathing mechanics. So if you ever look at a dog when he's laying on his side and he's panting, his ribs are flailing out as he's breathing. That's proper breathing mechanics that we should have as humans as well. Or like when a fish breathes through its gills, right? So, but the problem is, another thing before we get started, most trainers focus on isolating the serratus anterior and think they're gonna correct the problem, which is usually a scapular deficiency or a winged scapula per se. And they think, oh, this is going to strengthen my scapula and my serratus anterior, and it's going to fix my winged scapula. You may partially fix one thing, maybe, but you're going to create a lot more deficiencies in the long run. And when we're not aware of these deficiencies, you're going to create more problems, more issues, more pain for your clients. And that's not good, because this serratus, this pec minor, this whole pec in general, the serratus and the upper abs, become like a calcified block. And what that means is basically the shoulders are protracted, they're adducted inwards as well, so we become compressed in, we become compressed down. It's not just the spine. See, when people are talking about deadlifts, and I'll do a whole nother rant on video on deadlifts some other day, but it's not just the lower back, it's the whole rib cage becoming compressed and calcified, and you can't access that with trigger pointing. That's the point of no return. That's why we need corrective exercises. This is why we need proper functional movements that incorporate full body integration and a proper length tension relationship that's exposing these hidden areas, once again, that we cannot access with trigger pointing alone. So the serratus anterior, once again, originates from the 1st and 8th ribs, the surface area of that. That's right here. Go gentle, go slow with a towel or something, and it connects, it inserts into the shoulder blade, the anterior medial portion of the shoulder blade. You can't access that. The only way to access that, once again, is right here. So go ahead, take your ball, lay down. See, I'm in shot. Can you see me? I hope so. If not, you won't see this video. And I'm not on my side directly like I'm doing my lat, but I'm going from my lat towards my nipple, once again, towards my chest. And I'm in between, right on the ribs. You want to feel a dull, once again, achy pain. It actually will be quite sharp, almost. It's borderline dull, sharp pain. Make sure your lower back's not arching like that. Tuck your butt, pat the neck back, or rest your neck onto something. You don't want to compromise your posture in the meantime. Once again, we're not trying to fix something and create more problems. Now, here's the key with this one. Like I said earlier about the dog breathing through his ribs, you want to suck your tummy in and hold that tummy sucked in. While you suck your tummy in, you're going to breathe in, not through your neck, not through your lower belly, but imagine through your mid belly. And as you suck your tummy in, that should expand and kind of flail out your ribs as you breathe. Meaning, simple terms, just breathe into the serratus. That's how you do it though. So suck the tummy in, go slow through the nose. And you're almost trying to breathe into the back, and there's gonna be some emotions that pop up. I've done my jaw like I did last night, and my fiance was witnessing this, and I just felt like crying. It was, I didn't cry in front of her. I can't make her see me do that, but you know, it's a lot of emotional baggage that is stored in our fascia more than ever, obviously, because we have 5G, we have calcium deposits. Obviously, I don't want to go through all that.
our foundational fitness program, the rest of this free guide will explain that stuff. We don't have to talk about that, but more than ever, we are prone to calcification in areas that we can't even access. So it's more important than ever to trigger point. It's more important than ever to get on a proper decalcification program. I recommend checking out Matt Blackburn's CLF protocol to go along with this. Once again, we're in a 4 to 5 inch diameter, about a circle from the lat to the nipple to the armpit, maybe a little bit below the chest as well. Take your softball, explore different areas. It's kind of weird because you are on the ribs. It's a very thin sheet of muscle. You can externally rotate the arm, keep the palm up towards the ceiling, the sky, towards heaven. Do you believe in that? Good. Once again, breathe into the ball. Suck the tummy in. Try to get the ribs to expand outwards. That's the key with this one, guys. You're going to expose that intercostal fascia that's stuck in there. Oh man, it's emotional for me, guys. It should be emotional for you too. Oh man, think about it. It's right next to your heart. You better believe you are holding a lot of emotion there, because if you ever watch psychology reports or talk to a psychologist, you know, they'll talk about body language, and this is one of the #1 areas of body language that kind of react during lying or, I don't know, anxiety or stress. I'm not a psychology expert, but I do understand some parts of that with the fascia. Definitely very related with your nervous system. Therefore, we engrave these motor patterns. And when we do these corrective exercises taught by normal conventional trainers, we're creating more issues. We might isolate one problem, but we're going to create a lot more problems in the future once again. Woo! That one is good. You will feel like a new man, a new woman. There's only 2 genders, so that's all I'm going to say. 5 to 10 minutes each one. Deep. I can't really say deep to the bone. You're already on the bone. I feel really good. You should too. If you got any questions, go to support@mitigatestress.com. Go ahead, DM us on Instagram. Woo! You guys should feel good too. All right, peace.